Hello, my lovelies. Okay, Sanch. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera a minute, so bear with me. Okay, so in his feelings for you, Sanch, well, he's wanting things to move forward. Okay, there may have been some arguing, or you've clashed, okay, or you've been bickering, or you did bicker, okay, but he's wanting things to move forward. Wanting a new start on the ace, wanting things to be more secure between you. Rewriting the story, if you like. The sage is wiser now, so perhaps if you're both in no contact, then you know, both have learnt in that time period apart or whatever. Okay, learnt from previous mistakes. If you're together, just rewriting the story that you want to be seeing here. Hello to all of you joining in. Breezy, what are Jeremy's current feelings towards you? Okay, excuse me, got one. Okay, so for you, Breezy, yes, you can, Neela, my lovely. I've only just started on here, so there's plenty of time. You got 2 aces from him, so he is saying, you know, if you're in no contact, then definitely wanting a new start, a new beginning. On this one, you know, the grey clouds are parting, blue sky, seeing things more clearly. Swords are mental energy, okay, seeing a victory with you here. Wanting to offer you something more emotionally secure here. Either way, wanting to be with you here. And on this card, we have the sexual attraction between you very much. Okay, if you're in contact, then just wanting things to get more serious between the two of you. Okay, and the attraction definitely is there. Okay. Pinkie Lee, I wouldn't be able to answer that one. Okay, I'm not a medium. I can pick up on spirit, but only through the cards, and I'm just being told not to answer that question because it's not something I can help you with. Heather, how is the Leo feeling about me? Okay. Now, Heather, is he with somebody else, my lovely? Because I'm getting union here, but you're saying that you're already in contact. But with this card is usually like wondering what you're doing. So if you were in no contact, then this would make far more sense. But as you're in contact, then is he with somebody else and he's wanting to be with you? Okay, and he needs to have that tower moment to break free from where he is so that the two of you can be together. It may be a situation, doesn't have to be another person. But this card for me is him looking, wondering, you know, what you're doing. You're his world. He's holding the world in his hand. You know, you're the one he wants. Here, a tower moment. Okay, things having to fall apart or a wake-up call for him and union. So either way, things are gonna be better between you here. Iona, general love for you. Oops. Okay. We do have the Two of Cups here, Iona, okay, and I do know that you're interested in somebody, okay. Now, Spirit is saying here with the Death card, the Death card is major changes, the end of the old, beginning of the new. But on this card, there's like this unicorn or whatever it is, or horse is hitting its head against a brick wall. Okay, so you may be feeling like nothing's happening, nothing's moving, but in order to see the changes, you have to first make the changes within. Are you going over the old story? Are you keeping the old energy in place and not allowing the new energy in? Spirit is saying it's your decision. Okay, you're the one who is in charge of this chariot. Okay, are you going to keep focusing on negative thoughts or positive thoughts here? Okay, the light or the light or the darker beast there. You know what, if when you desire somebody, it's there for you to have. When you desire something, it wants you as well. So if you are wanting a connection, what is stopping you? What are you banging your head against a brick wall with? What thoughts are you having every day that are not lining up to a loving relationship? That's the energy you need to shift. Okay. Okay, remember I'm not doing there's no list, so I'm literally, when I finished a reading, I'm looking at the first question I see. So I was drawn to Pinkie Lee, general for you. Let's come in with these for you. Okay, Pinkie, for you, we have the work card and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you may be thinking about more money regarding a work situation. Okay, you may still be at school or studying, but Spirit is saying whatever you're doing in your everyday life, either work or school or studying, okay, you will get the recognition or the money that you want. Okay, you can turn your hand at everything. You're very bright. Spirit is saying, okay, yes, you can wear your heart on your sleeve a little, but you're very passionate about things, so it helps you regarding your work or studies here. Okay, so basically a good reading, because it's saying that you can have what you want. Just believe in yourself more. Hello, Wendy, my lovely. How are you? Okay, Reshma. Reshma's paid for a big reading, so let's hold 3 questions at the moment till I've finished with this reading. So Reshma, this is yours. Okay, Reshma here. Neela, what is a large reading? 14 cards. So it takes a little time. That's all. Okay, so Reshma, in his energy, okay. Yes, he is sick of the arguments, okay. He does have a lot of feelings for you. He loves you, okay. But he's just wanting to walk away, okay. He's had enough. He wants to be with you, but he is really thinking about just letting it all go, okay. So not very impressed with all the arguments. He's not, okay. So Spirit is saying the advice to you is, look, the arguments, you have to turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. Remember, you are creating what happens in your 3D, not him. And Spirit is reminding you of that here. What you want, let it grow. Okay, if you desire something, if you desire to have a business with him, then you can have it, but you're reacting and you're not creating. Okay, you are reacting to the 3D, you're thinking all these negative things about him, so he has to play the part you are thinking about him, my lovely. If you think he's just using you, if you think he's just manipulating you, if you think he is a low-life bum, then that is the part he is going to conform to and reflect back to you. So Spirit is saying what you want, when you desire something, it is there for you to have. So accept your desire and expect it to happen. Okay, let it grow. When you plant a seed, you expect it to grow. If you keep digging it up and trashing it, then you are self-sabotaging. It is your decision. You're driving this chariot. And this one, he is about to leap onto one of these horses. So is he going to leap onto the positive or the negative? And you keep leaping on the negative. Spirit is telling you here. Look at you with your head in your hand going over all the negative thoughts you're having, and this crow is pecking at the side of your head. Negative Nancy is going in overdrive in your mind, okay, because all you're doing is judging. You're judging him, you're judging yourself, you're just doing your own head in. Spirit is saying, okay, Spirit is saying bring loving energy into this connection. You can have what you want. Your desire is there. That's why you had the idea to do the business and include him in it. But you've got such a negative outlook on him that he has to act the part you've given him. So start changing the story. Okay, have faith. What you want can be born into the 3D, but you're just self-sabotaging is what Spirit is saying. Okay, instead, how do you want him to be? I want him to be a good business person with me. I want him to appreciate me, value me, respect me. I want him to be a hard worker in this business. I want him to make the effort in this business. But instead you're condemning him. You've literally, judge and jury here. And Spirit is saying, no, you're just doing your own head in. Your own negative thoughts are self-sabotaging what you want, and it's pushing him away anyway. So, it's nothing to do with him. If that is your assumption of him, as per the law of assumption, that which you assume to be true is what you're going to get. And you are assuming that he is worthless. He's just hanging on to me for his own needs. So he will hang on to you for his own needs because that is your story you've given him, my lovely. So change the story to what you want. Bring in loving energy and loving thoughts and you will get what you want, okay? But if not, if you're in this energy. So instead of arguing, turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you, Reshma, okay? Let what you want grow. You cannot, if you're arguing, you may as well argue with yourself in the mirror. Your outside world and everybody in it is a reflection of you. So you can be in this energy and just keep going round and round in circles, and eventually he'll just go away from you anyway. If that's not what you want, then shift your story, change your story and start working on the new story. He cannot change, because even if he did and you haven't changed your opinion and assumption about him, and you keep thinking he's just using you, then he has to be proved right, because your ego wants to prove that you are right, my lovely. Okay, so whether you are thinking good things about him or bad things, ego will prove to you whatever you're assuming to be true is what you're going to get. That is the spiritual law. That which you assume to be true is what you're going to keep seeing. And again, this card here shows me that he loves you very much, but you're not letting him in. What you desire wants you more, but you're not letting him in. You're not letting him show you love because you've got such a condemning and judgmental outlook of him that he has to play that role instead. Okay, I can't see anybody's questions here. All I'm seeing is Wendy. Wendy, are you talking to yourself in the chat? Maisie, there is no list, my lovely. Ah, right, a slow boat from Croatia. Okay, well, we'll wait till that pops in because I don't know how big a reading it is. So Neela, just wait, my lovely. Charlie, how does A-liver? Is that supposed to be Oliver? Or A-liver? Could be A-liver, I suppose. Not a name I've heard of, but let's do yours while we're waiting for the slow boat from Croatia to come sailing in. Okay. All right, Oliver. Okay, are you in no contact, Charlie, with him? Because I'm getting, he wants to come forward and offer you something more secure, something more solid. Okay, if you're in no contact, then he's wondering what you're doing. He's wondering and thinking about you. Okay, he wants to talk to you here. If you are in contact, then just wanted to tell you more how he feels. Okay, talking to you about how he feels. With this card here, money is also emotional security. Okay, so just letting things grow. You're investing here. Okay, you buried these seeds of what you want so that you can harvest some later. So, you know, he does want to offer you something more secure here. Okay, and if you're in contact, then him just opening up more. Okay, doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It may take a couple more weeks or a couple more days, but that all it's showing me is that you can have something with this person. Okay, Neela, looks like your boat's landed. No, this is somebody else. Okay, let me go into PayPal, Neela, and see if yours came before that person's and if you paid for it before. Wait a minute. Right, okay, Mamax came in first, and then I have got yours here, Ijana as well. I just need to do a conversion on yours because it's coming in dollars. Okay, so Neela, yours is after Mamak because Mamax did come in before yours. So Mamak, let me go back to yours. Sorry, my lovely. Let me just carry on reading what I was in. 1 year ago today, when he broke up with me, we were in no contact. He told me oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw at the bottom of your email that you said don't say your name. So I do apologize. So sorry. You're probably there going, what the fuck? But it was right at the end of the email and I'd already said it because of the order of payment. So I do apologize. So sorry there. So sorry. Okay. Perhaps next time put it at the very top. Don't say my name. Old blabbergob. Right. Okay. Okay. In his energy, my lovely, he is all over the place in his emotions. Okay, he's definitely drowning in his emotions here. So I don't feel he's particularly happy where he is. Okay, okay, you're holding on to the current circumstances. Your heart is telling you that he is the love of your life. So therefore, if you have that desire for him, he is yours to have. Okay, your desires are there for you to have. You just have to accept them and expect them. But your ego is coming in, telling you everything that the 3D is showing you. And all that the 3D is showing you is old thoughts playing out that have now manifested. Okay, you probably had a thought somewhere, oh, what if he meets somebody else and he's happy with somebody else? Well, boom, here you are, reflected back to you. Okay, it may be that you thought, what if he goes off with somebody else and finds somebody else? So boom, there he has. Okay, current circumstances do not matter. I want you to trust me on that 100%. Okay, as per the law of assumption, which is a spiritual law that is creating everything in your three, that you believe to be true or assume to be true is what you're going to see. So if you from now on assume that you are a beautiful, loving couple, that he loves you and you love him and you're happy together and you're so in love and he's head over heels in love with you and only has eyes for you, then as per the law of assumption, if you are assuming that to be true, the third party will disappear and your person will be back with you. Okay, he is not happy where he is, but Spirit is definitely saying you need to value yourself more. So you need to work on your self-concept. That is vital. You are irresistible. You are good enough. You are worthy enough. You are first best. You're not second best. You are first best. You are chosen. You are wanted. You are desired and you are pursued. Okay, you are valuable. You are respected, loved, adored, desired. Okay, you are irreplaceable. You are irresistible. You are unforgettable. Okay, you are beautiful. So work on your self-concept because you don't value yourself enough. Therefore, how you show up in the world is how others will treat you. You can have your victory and success. You can have the happy 10 of Pentacles or the emotional security that you want with him. However, you need to stop wallowing in your negative thoughts. Woe betide me, he doesn't want me, he's happy with somebody else, fuck my life. Okay, and stop judging yourself, putting yourself down, and stop judging him and the situation. Okay, do not give any energy to the third party. If you believe in this, like children believe in Father Christmas and the Tooth Fairy, and there's nothing you can tell them otherwise until their ego kicks in. Okay, but when they are young and innocent, they believe in those things. So believe in the connection, what your heart is telling you, not what your ego is telling you here. Codependent, okay? Don't become dependent on him. You have to love and respect yourself because it's nobody else's job to be your drug, to be your fix. You have to be your own drug and your own fix, okay? You can have your happiness with him. Spirit is saying here, the advice is, which wolf are you feeding? We all have two wolves inside of us. Okay, and I will read it out to you just very quickly what the negative wolf is and what the positive one is. So the negative wolf is darkness, despair, hate and jealousy and sorrow. The second wolf gives light and hope and helpfulness and kindness and love. Okay, so yes, they do fight within you, but what can you do? And the advice is whichever one you feed will win. So if you keep feeding the wolf that is full of resentment, sorrow, then that is what you're going to keep seeing. Okay. If you feed the wolf that is full of, hope, determination, love, in a loving relationship, then that is what you will see. Okay. So believe in this connection. He's there for you to have. I have loads of my clients who are, whatever the circumstances are, whether their person is married, told them to drop off the face of the earth, never darken their doorstep again, told them that there's no way that, Jose, that there's ever going to be a relationship. It doesn't matter if their person lives on the other side of the world. If they are assuming they are in a loving relationship, then as per the spiritual law, it has to be so. You're the one causing the time delay. You're the one keeping the 3D facts in your face by keep going over them. Okay, your heart is telling you he is your desire, he is your human, you can have him. Accept it and expect it. Your desires are there to have. That's why you have desires. Just like if you desire a bar of chocolate or a pair of shoes. Doesn't matter how big or small, if you desire something, it is there for you to have. It's only ego that talks you out of it. If you have Instagram, then the last 3, not the live tarot readings that I do, but the mentoring session, the manifesting sessions, the last 3 have been how to get your person back. Detailed how to get them back, end of. If you want them, they're yours. You're the one getting in your own way by keeping the old story in place and reacting to the 3D. But you definitely need to work on your self-concept. That is vital in any thing, because how you show up is how you're going to be treated. Okay, let's go to yours. Neela, let me just put in the conversion rate here, USD to GBP. Right, you got 10 cards, my lovely. So, what is your question, my lovely? Okay, let me go back through the chat then. I'm not seeing it. Can anybody see Neela's question? Because I'm not seeing it. Wendy, can you see Neela's question? Okay, sorry, it was buffering on my end. So. Okay. Okay, Neela, my lovely. Let's go back to your question here. Yes, it can be. Okay, because what I want you to first stop doing is where you're saying here, I'm trying to manifest. Okay, you're trying to manifest. No, my lovely, the moment you desire something, it's created. It's there for you to have. So accept it and then expect it. Okay, it's yours to have. Nobody's taking it away from you. Okay, your person cannot say no because your desires want you more. And that is what's coming out in his energy. So stop saying when you ask the question again, I am trying to manifest, because if you are trying to manifest, what's that implying? That you don't have what you want. And remember, you are supposed to be embodying the person who has what you want already. If you keep saying, I'm trying to manifest, you're pushing the timeline out. That's all you're doing. Even if you've had a wobble today, it's not going to stop your desires coming to you, my lovely. They are there for you to have. So you can say, okay, so what? Fuck my life. I had a wobble today. It's not going to stop what I want coming to me. Yeah, all the worst it's going to do is push the timeline out. Okay, so no harm done. We're human. We do have our human sides. Okay, so therefore we are allowed to have ego come in and try and throw us under a bus. Okay, but hey ho, who gives a shit? Ego, you don't rule me. Okay, so what you want desires you, and he is looking for you. He's heard you. Okay, he is now in his energy wanting to talk to you, wondering what you're doing, wondering what you're up to. Okay, he's thinking about you, because if you're thinking about him, he's thinking about you more. Okay, the crown chakra is open. You know, he knows. Okay, you know it's your desire. It is there for you to have, end of. So believe in this connection. He believes in it. You believe in it. Okay, when you desire something, it's yours. So let it come in. Expect it. Just like if you placed an order, okay, you're expecting it to be delivered, my lovely. Stop making it hard work, which is spirits here. You're making it harder than it needs to. Okay, we are all natural manifestors. If you've got a brain and you're breathing, you're creating. It's just that what spirit is trying to teach you here is to become a conscious creator instead of reacting and unconsciously creating all the crap that you don't want in your life. So that you are a bit like an eating diet. If you want to lose weight and get fit, you exercise and you eat healthily. And just so with a mental diet, you are watching those ego thoughts coming in that are telling you, you can't have that. He's in no contact with you. So how the fuck is this going to work? If he loved me, he'd be here, and he told me to drop off the face of the earth or whatever. Okay, no. If your heart desires something, or you want something, or you have the urge to have something, it is yours. Done. It's yours. That's why we have desires. It's our ego that comes in and starts poo-pooing everything. So, unrequited love. Are you there most of your day thinking, oh yeah, but I really don't think, or parts of your day, yeah, but if he loved me, he'd be here, so I don't really think he loves me. He does. He has no choice but to conform to the story you are writing for him, the part you are giving him. So you have to work on your self-concept. You have to believe in yourself more. Okay, so that you can invest in yourself. This is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be bringing in loving energy into this. Okay, as if you're already a couple. When you think of him, he is my loving, doting, loyal, faithful guy. Okay, we are so in love with each other. He only has eyes for me. He is only interested in me and invested only in me. I am irresistible. I am irreplaceable. I am unforgettable. I am chosen. I am cherished. I am pursued. I am loved. Okay, release that judgment that you are judging yourself, you're judging him, and you're judging the situation. Let the old story go, that you cannot create when the new story is there. You cannot mix the two. As per the law of assumption, that which you assume to be true is what you will get. And if you're half-assing it with old thoughts and new thoughts, it's going to take longer, okay? You have to throw the old story in the bin. You have to ignore the 3D, and you have to be, yep, we are a loving, committed couple for however long it takes. And if you have a wobble, then just say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to think about it because my desire is already mine. I've accepted it and I am expecting it. It is done. End of. I'm going to go and find something to do for me that's going to make me feel good. Okay. None of this is forcing it so that he comes back. You're supposed to be changing you so that you can sustain and maintain the relationship. Okay. He will come forward. He has no choice. However long it takes, you have to persist for it to exist. It's going to happen in an unexpected way. So if you're checking your phone or social media every 5 minutes, then stop doing that, because you are telling the universe that you don't have it. How can you keep looking for something you're supposed to already have? You're supposed to already have your loving relationship, therefore stop looking for it. But Spirit is telling you, in your case, it's going to come in an unexpected way. So you might bump into him. You might go to a party, any possibility. There are numerous, endless possibilities in the multiverse that we live in. If you are trying to control this in your logical mind, you will come up with 2 or 3 solutions. So stop doing that, Spirit is saying. You're not allowing the best version and the best possible outcome to come in. Stop judging, shift your energy, and drop, I'm trying to manifest him. It's already manifested. End of. If you desire it, it's yours. If it wasn't meant for you, you would have no desire for it. Okay. Yes, it can. It's just sort of showing you that don't give up. Okay, like if you see repetitive numbers, it's just Spirit saying you're on the right track. Keep going. They're a bit like your cheerleaders. Okay, keep going, persist till it exists. Okay, you're already supposed to be bringing in that loving energy. You're supposed to be waking up every day as if you're a beautiful, loving couple already. Okay, so remember, don't mix the two. If you have a negative thought, it's not going to stop what you want. The worst it's going to do is cause a time delay. Well, if it's on Google, it doesn't matter because it's all on the iCloud, isn't it? It backs up to iCloud, so it'll pull in any old pictures. Remember as well, Neela, it's your assumptions. You can assume that that is positive, or you can assume that it's a bad thing, okay? Your assumptions, whether good or bad, are what will happen. You can tell yourself any story and it has to be proved right. The person who's just asking, when will I meet my soulmate? I don't do timings, my lovely. And I don't really bring people through like that, so I can't answer that question because I wouldn't be able to give you a good enough answer, my lovely. Right, anybody else, my lovelies? No, Neela, 1 question per session, my lovely. And especially as there's a lot of people who are wanting questions answered here as well. Let's give somebody else a chance. If you pay for a reading, then yes, I definitely have to answer it. That's different, but if you have had one, let's have somebody else answer. Philo 37. Sama, I don't go back through the chat, my lovely. I'd be here all day if I kept going through the chat to look at questions. Just repost your question, my lovely. Martin, I'm Sagittarius. Anna, will it work out for us? For any of you that are asking what does the future hold for me and your person, I only go to 12 months anyway. So I don't do long term. People get married thinking that that person is theirs, okay, and it can end in divorce. So I don't go past a year. So you can reword your question, what's next between you, or what's the current energies between you, but no future questions. There's no points. How long is a piece of string? A tarot reading is never set in stone. You could fancy your person like mad now and then give up on them after 3 months thinking, no, I found somebody else. Okay, so spirit does not go past a year for me. Right, sorry, Philo. Okay. Yes, there may be a little bit of a stalemate situation at the moment, perhaps a little bit of guarding of hearts, but you will have a favorable outcome. And with the home card, I do see that you will live together. Okay, so yes, just if you're looking at this very negatively, then remember what you assume and believe in is what you're going to get. So you wake up every morning with that and start having inner conversations with yourself and other people. And it is those thoughts that you play over and over and those conversations that create in your 3D and show up in your 3D. Okay, so if you are assuming your heart is telling you that you want to be with Anna, so therefore stop letting ego come in telling you something different. Follow what your heart is telling you and see yourself as being in a happy relationship. When you think about her, she loves me and adores me. We are so in love with each other. We are a perfect, loving, happy couple. We are a perfect match, okay? And that is if that is your assumption, it has to happen. And if it's not about being a positive person, okay? We all have insecurities and things we don't like about ourselves and put ourselves down, okay? So you can be a positive, confident person, but perhaps have insecurities where love is involved because you've been hurt before, or because you feel that girls always go with better looking guys, or guys who have more money or more muscly or whatever. Okay, so we all have a weak spots. So if you are a confident all-round person, great. It means you have a wonderful self-concept, my lovely. So just believe in what your heart is telling you and you will live together. There you go. Any other questions, my lovelies? I'm not seeing anybody else's. As I say, I don't scroll back through the chat. Addison, hello, my lovely. Hola, buenas noches. Maisie, what does M feel about you? Okay. Maisie, Spirit is saying to you that in his energy, he's asking you to be patient. Okay. Things need to be more balanced. Okay. Whether he feels that he needs to be in a more secure place financially or whether he just needs to feel more emotionally balanced here. Okay. But his higher self is asking you to be patient. But of course, it's your choice. You don't have to wait. It is up to you. Here, the card, the advice for you is that you're trapping yourself in your own mental prison, starving yourself of the love that you want. So the sun is shining in here. What story are you telling yourself? Are you going over the old story? Are you thinking he doesn't want to be with me, or is he ever going to commit to me? He is this, that, and the other, or he needs to do this, that, and the other. Change the story, okay? Because you're trapping yourself in your own mental prison, Spirit is saying. So you're causing a time delay. I don't know what he feels about you because I'm not getting any feeling cards other than just be patient, okay? Things need to be more balanced in your energies. Sakshi, what does Dev feel about you? Sakshi, are you in contact or no contact? Lillian, if you want your question answered, can you put your husband's initial or star sign, please? Yeah, I was going to say, if anything, if I had to say, it would be no contact. Okay, look, he is doing a lot of thinking and reflecting here. But you're also overthinking things, Spirit is saying, okay? You've gone into a lot of overthinking here. Spirit is saying he does think about the happy times that you had, or, you know, thinks about you in a happy way. Also, that he does want to contact you, okay? But he's stuck in hermit mode because you're overthinking and your energy is not bringing him to you, it's pushing him away from you. So Spirit is saying you need to work on yourself, okay? The body indicates you need to work on your self-concept. You need to work on loving yourself. Nobody else is your drug or your fix, okay? So go and start doing self-concept affirmations so that when he does come back in, which he can do, because if you desire him, it's already done. You're just not letting him in, okay? So accept that he is yours and expect it to happen. But you do need to work on your self-concept so that when he comes back, you can sustain and maintain the relationship. Okay, Kelly, paid reading. Okay, Lillian, I will come back to yours when I have done Kelly's reading. Kelly, have you been working on attracting him back to you? I can't remember if you have or not. I think you have from what he's saying here. It's either saying it's working or you need to start doing it. So just let me know if you are. Then I don't need to explain all about it. Yes, okay, well, it's working, okay. Remember, when you desire something, it's already done. Okay, when you desire your person, they desire you. You've just got to allow them to come in by getting your ego out of the way and reacting to the 3D. So self-concept is vital. Of course, you're irresistible, you're irreplaceable, and you're unforgettable. Of course, you're chosen and pursued by your person. He's head over heels in love with you. He's crazy about you. Okay, so start remembering that you're supposed to be embodying the Kelly who is in a loving relationship. If you keep looking for it, you're causing a time delay. Okay, my lovely. Yes, so in his energy, very much thinking about you here. Okay, very much loving energy when he thinks about you, wanting to be in your arms again. Okay, you're calling him in. Spirit is guiding him, drawing him towards you here. So keep going. Okay, he's definitely in tune with you. We're all energy, but now he's picking up on your positive energy rather than your negative energy that was keeping him away. Okay, you're allowing him in, but you do put a bit too much pressure on yourself. Okay, remember, we are all master manifestors. We've been doing it since we were little. If you've got a brain and you're breathing, you're having that inner dialogue and you're telling yourself things all day and you're talking to other people in your head, and that is what is creating. So you've been doing it all your life. All that Spirit is showing you now is that if you truly want something, because you're a spiritual being and you can have, be, and do whatever you want, that's why you're given desires to have what you want. Okay, but we let our ego come in, our human ego come in. Okay, and we override what our heart desires. When you desire something, it's already there. Let it in. Okay, so stop making this hard work. There's no magic trick. You've been creating all your life. Here we have expectation. Okay, remember, when you desire something, accept it and expect it. It's yours. But also stop looking for it. Okay, when you're trying to bring in your logical, analytical mind, yeah, but how's it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Where is it? Is it going to be today? You've got to cut that out. Okay, just expect it. If it doesn't show up for another 6 months, it doesn't show up for another 6 months. But every day you should be waking up as Kelly, who's already in your relationship. Okay, we've got deception and we've got mother here. So it could be that he deceived you before, okay, and you may still be going over that old story. It could be that he's with somebody, or his mother is causing a problem, or he's got mother of his children or whatever here. Okay, it could be a number of things, but I feel this is an old story somewhere or a current one. If it's current in his life, then it's about to fall apart, or it will fall apart so that he can be with you. Okay, if it's an old story that you're holding in place, screw it up, throw it in the trash. Stop bringing it back. Okay? Bring this a loving Two of Cups energy. You're already a couple. Okay? You're already a couple. Stop thinking that you can't have what you want. That's your ego. Okay? And stop reacting to the 3D by looking for it. Okay? Is this going to work? Of course it's going to work. If you desire it, it's yours. Okay, if you desire a chocolate bar, you don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, yeah, I want a fucking chocolate bar. I'm going to go and buy one, or I'm going to go to the fridge and get one, or the cupboard. Okay, so allow it to come in. That's the only thing. Okay, you will have all the abundance you want, my lovely. All the abundance you want. Okay, if he's a father, then it could be that he's realizing, you know, that the woman, the mother of his kids, is a biatch. Okay, anywho. Keep calling him in because it's working. He's hearing you energetically. He's thinking about you. He has no choice. Okay? What you desire wants you more. What you desire is there for you to have. You're the only one causing the time delay by keep looking for it. Remember, if you are assuming that you are a happy, loving couple, you are a perfect match, you are happily and blissfully living together, you are head over heels in love with each other, he's crazy about you, okay, that you are irresistible, irreplaceable, unforgettable, chosen, cherished, pursued, lovable, loved, adored, desired, etc., etc., then as per the law of that which you assume to be true is what you're going to get. But if you're sat there assuming he doesn't love me, he's happy with somebody else, he obviously so much time has gone past that he doesn't want to be with me, then that is what you're going to get. Because whatever you assume and believe is what you're going to get. How are we doing for time, my little munchkins? Okay, 21, 22. Okay. Okay, could be his mother then might be, well, even though he's divorced, it may just be saying that she's being a bit of a biatch at the moment with the kids. Okay, playing up in his life because of the kids, because she's being a bit of a biatch. Could be his own mother. Okay, throwing something in the mix there as well. Sasha. No, he still sees things as favourable. Now, this can be a court case. He might have something that's come up that's taken his time because of some legal things. It may be that he's wanting to separate from the other person, okay? Remember, we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We don't see what the universe is manoeuvring to bring us what we want, okay? So never... I know you're saying you're not seeing it as a limiting belief, but see this as good. Okay, your assumptions are what were this. So assume that he is ditching the other person. They're sorting out, legal things between them because they may be paying bills in joint names or whatever. Okay, yeah, he's sorting all that out, so he's free to be with me. But overall in his energy, he still sees this as favorable, okay? Yeah, remember, you've got that seed. Don't dig it up because it's started to take root, okay? If you dig it up and start doubting, you're breaking the roots. Let it grow. Keep watering it with positivity. Of course, he's my man. We're in a loving relationship. He is only interested and invested in me. He only has eyes for me. I am irreplaceable. I am irresistible. I am unforgettable. I am first best. I am always chosen. I am always pursued by the people I love. Okay, come on, Sash. You've just had your first person turn up after 8 months. If anything, that should have boosted you by now. You should have no doubts that you are creating everything with your thoughts. Neela, if you're quick, my lovely, especially as yours take ages to come through. Yeah, again, remember, you've been investing for yourself so that you can plow the fields and have your harvest. Okay, remember, Sasha, if you desire him, he is already yours. Accept it. He is mine. I desire him. He's mine. He desires me more. I expect it. Okay, I'm expecting it. There's nothing else. If I desire it, it's mine. Done. End of. Good. Thank you very much. Remember, stop looking for it. You can't look for something you're supposed to already have. If you're already in your loving relationship, you would not be looking for it. Even if you doubt, it's not going to stop you getting what you want. Your desires are yours until you don't desire them anymore, my lovely. When you have a mare day, just come back to blanket affirmations. You know what? Everything always works out in my favor. I always get what I want. If I desire something, it desires me more. It's done. I don't need to figure anything out. I don't need to fuck around with it. Okay, it's mine. It's done. I accept it. I'm expecting it. End of. So what am I going to do today? Oh, I don't feel like doing much, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have a hot chocolate with squirty cream all over it and marshmallows, or I'm going to have a tipple of my favorite drink, or I'm going to read a good book, or I'm going to do some knitting, or I'm going to put on some music and sing out at the top of my lungs. Do something for you. Okay, to raise your vibration. Go for a walk. Admire the view. pet and love a cat or a dog. Okay, anything that raises your vibration. Sit there and think about 5 things you're grateful for. You've got a roof over your head, you've got a job, you've got Wi-Fi, okay, you've got the internet, you've got clean water, you can have a shower or a bath. Okay, start doing that. Gratitude raises your vibration as well. We all have meh days. Emily, my lovely, what is your question? Yep, then that's perfect. It's you time. Buy yourself a little treat on the way home. Curl up feeling good about yourself. Will me and Oscar reconcile, and how does he feel about me currently? Okay, what, you got 6 cards. Okay. In his energy, my lovely Emily, in Oscar's energy here, he does have a decision to make, okay, that is a favorable outcome for you, okay. Energetically, he is working on something here, okay. So energetically, his higher self is saying he is putting the work in to reconcile, okay, in his thoughts, in his emotions, okay. this is showing me here sudden wealth, hitting the jackpot. Okay, so you will come back together. Okay, he will come forward and speak his truths to you. Now, I don't get timings. All Spirit is saying, look, he's yours if you want him. Remember, what you desire wants you more. What you desire is yours to have. It's just that we let our ego come in, telling us the old story, and we keep looking at the current circumstances, and we're keeping all the old shit in place. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so if your heart is telling you, I know that he's the person I want, I know it's not over between us, okay, then follow what your heart is telling you. The more you keep pooing it with your ego, the longer it's going to take. That's all. So Spirit is saying, not only does he find you very beautiful, but also when you think of yourself, you've got a distorted thoughts about yourself. So we all have things about our body that we do not like. So you may be telling yourself, perhaps I'm not that pretty. Perhaps he prefers blondes or brunettes, or perhaps he prefers girls with blue eyes and not brown eyes. Okay, believe me, my clients have all sorts of things that they put themselves down with. Okay, so from now on, see yourself only as beautiful. You are perfect. You are unique. You are special. You are loved. You are adored. You are cherished and desired and admired. Okay, you are irreplaceable. You are irresistible. You are unforgettable. He only has eyes for you. You're the only woman that he is interested in and invested in. Start telling yourself these things is what Spirit is saying here. Because that which you assume to be true is what you're going to get. So if you're assuming, no, he told me he doesn't want to be with me. He told me this, he did that. I don't think I'm good enough. Okay, then you're keeping shit in place for longer. If you assume you're a happy, loving couple, a perfect match, he's head over heels in love with you, is crazy about you, it will bring him in quicker and better than before. Okay, so work on your self-concept. There are loads of self-concept affirmation videos. Do them every day. There are meditations as well for self-love and self-confidence. Okay, he will come back into your life. This is not by any means over. Remember, your desires are there for you to have. If you desire him, is yours. Let him back in, but shift your energy. Your current energy is not allowing him in, it's pushing him away. Okay, he does think about you. Okay, he wants you to work on yourself as well, because he can only play the part you're giving him. Nobody has free will in your conscious awareness, because everybody is already acting the part you're telling yourself about them. They're an ass. They don't want to be with me. They're lazy. They're happy with a third party. They told me to drop off the face of the earth. They live on the other side of the world, so there's no way we can be together, because he said there's no way he's moving. Okay, it does not matter what the current circumstances are or what happened between you. Shift your energy to the fact that you're in a loving relationship. Bring in that loving energy. See yourself together. Talk to him internally, because that is the true reality, not the 3D. The 3D is just the shadows of yesterday playing out. So yes, you will be together. Yes, he wants to, but shift your energy, my lovely. And definitely work on your self-concept. And Spirit is saying you're going to have to be patient, okay? This isn't going to shift overnight. It could take a couple of weeks. It could take a couple of months for you to shift your energy and the old story. Now he's stalking you, Sasha. He's seen you, so now he's contacted you. Now he's driving past your office. Now he's getting needy and desperate. Funny. Right, okay, who's question can I see here? Neela, okay, I haven't had yours come through yet anyway. Andrea, I wouldn't be able to answer that question, my lovely. And Spirit don't like me asking questions about two other people that are separate from you. Okay, it'd be different if you were asking what's next between me and Aries. But when you're asking about Aries and someone else, my guides don't like answering those questions, so I'm not going to. Iman, can you check energy between you and M? Okay, Iman, in his energy, something from the past. Okay, so it could be that he is reflecting on something that happened between you in the past. Okay, I don't know if you actually went out with him or were just friends, but he's doing some reflecting about something in the past here. With the Hierophant, it may be that he is, oh, the Hierophant is so many things for me. It can be that he wants to get in touch with you, or it could be that he is a very traditional kind of person, okay, or very religious here. So he may be sort of thinking about something in the past and letting his traditional beliefs or limiting beliefs come in here. For you in the connection, things are moving very slowly because you're letting a lot of emotions come in. So again, look at what emotions are not serving you here. I'm picking up the Empress here, so he obviously does think about you, okay, and I feel that he is here as well. Okay, yeah, he is definitely thinking about you, and got with that Ace of Cups, it's all very pink and positive and fluffy and nice. So nice thoughts about you, yes. Okay, let's go and check Slow Boat from China. Croatia, if you like. PD. Excuse me. Okay, well, I've not got it in PayPal yet, my lovely, and I'm not getting an email notification, so... Right, Andrea, what is Aries thinking about you? Oops. Okay, Andrea, you actually with him now? No. Okay. Right, we do have the third party here, but it doesn't mean that he necessarily did go off with anybody else. Okay, he may well be with somebody else, but it can just mean that you are dwelling on that. Okay, so if you are assuming, as per the law of assumption, the spiritual law, okay, that which you are assuming to be true has to be true. You have to be proved right. Even if he didn't at the time, then he may be with somebody now, or he may still yet to go off with somebody, because that is your assumption. Okay, Spirit is saying he does want a new start with you, but he's still doing a lot of battling in his head, as are you. Okay, so again, your ego is coming in, telling you all sorts of shitty things that is not lining up to a happy relationship. So go to my Get Them Back playlist, my lovely. You do have the chance to live together here. It's very rare I get this card out, but when it does, it shows me that the two of you will one day live together. The time it takes is up to you, getting out of the old story and getting out of your insecurities about third parties or whatever. Okay, it does not matter. Current circumstances or what happened do not matter. If you want to be in a loving relationship, you have to bring in energy that lines and thoughts that line up with a happy relationship. So all the things I've said to other people in here are the same. Nobody is exempt from the law. There's no sidestepping it. There's no sweeping it under the carpet. It just means that you're going to take longer to get what you want. Okay. So if you're assuming you're a loving couple and he only has eyes for you and he's only interested and invested in you and you are irreplaceable, you're irresistible, and you are goddamn unforgettable, you are chosen, you are first best. He loves you. He's head over heels in love with you. He's fucking crazy about you. He cannot stop thinking about you all day long. Doesn't matter where he is, what he's doing, who he's talking to. All he can do is think about you. He knows that with you is where he belongs, wants to be, and needs to be. Okay, if you're telling yourself all of those things every day and you're working on your self-concept, my lovely, he's yours. If you desire him anyway, he's yours. So the time it takes is up to you to sort out your thoughts and shift your energy instead of self-sabotaging and sitting there wallowing in the old energy, my lovely. Neela, did you pay for another reading? Am I just sat here waiting, looking, checking, and you didn't pay? Because I did see you said I'll leave it for another time, so I don't know. Lisa, my connection with Martin. Okay, my lovely. Okay. Did you... okay, I'm going to tell you what I've got here. In his energy, Lisa, here, he is... there's two sneaky people here. Okay, so this card for me is him finding out something he doesn't like. Okay, either gossip or somebody talking behind his back. There's somebody here that is rattling his cage here. Okay. Now, in your energy, you're pinning yourself down in this nest with swords, which are your mental energy. You've got this heart beside you. Okay, so you may still be in old energy. You haven't changed your self-concept about yourself. He's come back in and you've put him straight back on your pedestal, giving your power away to him so that he's looking down on you. Okay, so you may still be seeing him as the old version. You've changed nothing in the 2 weeks other than desperately wanting him to come back. He's come back, but it will probably fall apart again, Spirit is saying, because your energy is not lined up to a happy, loving relationship and knowing that you're good enough and you're first best. And of course, you're irresistible, irreplaceable, and unforgettable, etc. You are first best. Okay, with here, we've got the beast. The beast has a sharp tongue. So it may be that as you haven't really shifted your energy, that he triggers you and you both argue and he goes into no contact again. So be aware of that. That's why I always say working on self-concept is crucial. It's like the man who built his house on sand. It washed away because it wasn't on a firm enough foundation. When you've got your self-concept, you know that you're unshakable and you know you're a fucking goddess and you know you're the best and you know that your person only has eyes for you and is only interested and invested in you and loves only you. Okay, so working on your self-concept. He can go again. If you argue, then he'll go. But if your heart desires him, he's yours. You just need to work on your self-concept so that you've got it built on a more solid foundation and don't get triggered and react. Self-sabotaging, okay? Going back into all the old thoughts and seeing him as the old version. Oh, yeah, but he does this and he always does that. Oh, he's a typical so-and-so and he always does that. Okay, no, the old story has to go. Okay, Paris, what is your question, my lovely? Paris has got a big reading, so can we, a 14 card reading, so can we just hold fire on the questions because I won't be seeing them whilst I'm doing her reading. On the hour, Wendy and Addison, can we close the paid readings? It's 9:51 p.m. here, so on the hour where you are, my lovelies, that would be brilliant. How is Pisces energy towards you currently? Let's have a look. Itchy nose, right. So if any of you want a guaranteed reading or a bigger reading, then you've got till on the hour to donate or pay for the reading. There is a set price, so please check the description box below for the prices, or the ladies will, Addison or Wendy will post them in the chat. Paris, have you been working on shifting the energy as well? Have you been consciously shifting your energy and seeing him as your loving partner already? Good, good. Because I can see the shift, okay? Okay. So in his energy, yes, okay, he is starting to fight his old thoughts, any negative thoughts. Okay, he's seen a victory with you. Hit the blue sky is appearing. Okay, there's sort of that wake up call. Okay, he's energetically stepping up to the plate. Spirit, whenever I see the Emperor, is telling me that he's yours. Okay, he's nobody else's, he's yours. Okay, your hard work is paying off. The door to spirit is now well and truly open. So your energy is attracting him back to you spiritually. Okay, on your spiritual side, we're all just spiritual beings inside this physical suit that we're wearing. Okay, so his spiritual energy is attracted to you now because you're not pushing him away anymore. You know that he's yours in your heart. You know he's yours. So you have been shifting your energy and it's attracting him back. Okay, it's drawing him back to you here. So remain in your power. Okay, he knows that you're the person he wants. Okay, and there is movement. Okay, there is movement. So it is working. Now, in your advice, Spirit is saying, keep believing in this. Okay, remember, children believe in Father Christmas, in the Tooth Fairy, in monsters under the bed, etc., etc. Okay, they believe. So you believe in what your heart is telling you, not what your ego is telling you. Here, you deserve love, so keep your eye on your intended target. You are lovable. So again, affirmations are we're in a loving relationship, okay? We are a perfect match. We are head over heels in love with each other. He's crazy about me, okay? He finds me totally irresistible, irreplaceable, unforgettable, all those types of affirmations that I've talked about before. Okay, you will have contact, you will have your happiness. He will come forward and tell you how he feels about you. Even if it's not on day one, it will, okay? So in the meantime, Spirit is saying just have fun with this, okay? You're supposed to be having fun, feeling that you're already a couple, okay? Enjoying yourselves, going out for things, go to bed at night, revise your day, okay? Just imagine somebody saying to you, Paris, what did you do today? What did you and your SP do today? Oh, we went for a meal, or we went for a picnic, or we went for a walk, or we went round to visit parents, or whatever, okay? Revise your day, but then go to sleep in the state akin to sleep, okay? When you're in the state akin to sleep, when you're dozing off, start to do a 10-second loop over and over and over again, and fall asleep looping it, okay? You fall asleep thinking nothing else of that 10-second scene that you're looping, okay? It could be that he's telling you, you are the most beautiful woman in the world, and I love you, and I'm so happy that we live so happily and blissfully together. Whatever you want it to be, okay? Spirit is saying stop looking for it, okay? You're sat there, well, where is it then? Okay, and that's a mistake I used to make. I used to be like, yeah, I've been good for like a week or a month, so where is it? You cannot look for something you're supposed to already have. Okay, so stop looking for it. Stop trying to figure out the how and the when, okay? All you're doing is putting pressure on yourself, carrying around old weeds. Make sure that you're weeding the ego thoughts out, okay? Nope, I don't care. He's mine. If I desire it, I've accepted it. It feels good. I know he's mine. I am expecting it, okay? Just like you would with an order. That's what your desires are there for. They are there for you to have them. If you did not desire him, you would have no interest in him. So keep going. Just don't look for it. You should be waking up every day as if you're in your loving relationship, saying good morning to him as if you were a couple, okay? Imagining he's there with you in the day. You will live together, okay? You will be together. Stop putting the logical timing in on it. How and the when, not your problem. You don't need to figure it out. You don't have to even think about how it's going to happen. It will happen. If you are assuming you're already together, that is the law. It cannot be broken. Well, it can if you just keep living in the... Well, it's not, because even if you assume a load of negative crap, that's what you're going to get, so... You've got this. You've got this. Just keep going. You have to persist for it to exist. Okay, what I like to do as well, a little bonus for all of you here that are following me on consciously getting your person back. Okay, another thing is to imagine somebody saying to you, as if you're being interviewed, and somebody says to you, oh, so you've got your perfect life now. So what would you say to your then self that didn't have what you wanted? What would you say to yourself? Okay, you would say, don't give up. We're spiritual beings. We can have what we want. Keep persisting, because look what we've got now. We're in our loving relationships. Okay, we've got all the money we want. We've got our perfect jobs. We've got our whatever, okay? Don't give up. You've got to persist for it to exist. That's one of my affirmations. My desires exist because I persisted. Okay? Okay. Chrissy. Beautiful canvas. What is your question, my lovely? It may be held back. I've got a lot of spam words that are blocked. Sama, I haven't even seen a question from you, so can you post your question? And then I can answer it after Beautiful Canvas's question. When I've done a reading, my lovelies, I literally look at my other computer. I'm filming it on my iPad. I've gone live on my iPad, but I'm using my iMac to look at the questions. And all I see is about 3 questions. I do not have time to scroll back through the chat. So have your question there. When you're asking, answer my question, my lovely, you've blown your chance, because I'm literally seeing you asking, answer my question. Well, I don't know what your question is. Melissa, if you're very quick, what star sign is that? I can't remember star signs in symbols. Yes, it is posting, but I don't know what the star sign is. It's Gemini. Okay, thanks. So will Gemini work on connection with me, or is this fizzling out? Okay. Somebody says it's Gemini. Lucinda says it's Gemini. Okie dokie. Right, canvas, are you there, my lovely? Can't remember if it was beautiful canvas or blank canvas without going through the chat, so I do apologise. Right, are you there? Have you got your ears peeled back here? Okay. Beautiful canvas, yes, not blank canvas. I knew there was a B. I do apologize. Okay, look, my lovely, he loves you. Okay, this card for me is him wanting to offer you all the emotional security that you want. Okay, the beautiful caring connections card here. And when I get this card, he's serious about you. Okay, he is serious about you, but you tend to self-sabotage. Okay, you're always looking for problems. Ego likes to be fed, it likes to be kept alive, and if you are assuming that he's up to something, or that he's holding something back from you, or that he doesn't show you all the loving affection that you want, or this is fizzling out, then that's what you're going to see. Okay, because ego likes to be proved right, whether it hurts you or excites you. So Spirit is saying you've definitely self-sabotage here. You tend to overthink and you think the worst. Okay, now we do have healing family issues, so it could be on the card, it actually says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so I know a lot of my clients have parents who've separated and divorced, and there's been a lot of heartache there. So in your assumptions and beliefs as you've grown up, you've perhaps had this fear of rejection, a fear of abandonment. Okay, it can be other things as well. Some people's parents are together, but they favor other siblings over you, so you do not have your worth. Okay, you do not feel that you're good enough or deserve happiness and joy, etc. So you tend to be stuck in this Three of Swords energy. Okay, always sort of feeling rejection, or feeling that you're not good enough, or that relationships always fall apart. Okay, maybe he's hurt you before and you're still going over that old story. But Spirit is saying you really need to work on your self-concept and your heart, loving yourself. Okay, instead of always looking out for things that are going to hinder you, because your ego will go and prove yourself right. Okay, even if there's nothing to prove right, it has to prove it, so it will manifest. Your thoughts create, your assumptions create, your beliefs create. Okay, what you think and feel about yourself, what you think and feel about him, and what you think he thinks and feels about you. So what story are you dwelling in? From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, you are having inner conversations with yourself and with other people. So he is included in your mind. You are talking to him in your mind. You're thinking about him. So where are your thoughts when you think about him? Are they lined up to, we are a loving, happy couple, we are so in love with each other, we are a perfect match, we are so loving and romantic, he only has eyes for me, he's only interested in me, he's only invested in me, he's head over heels in love with me, I am good enough, I am worthy enough, I am irresistible, beautiful, attractive, special, unique, etc. Okay, you definitely need to work on your self-concept and change the story that you're telling yourself about him. If you want him, is yours. He wants to be yours, but your energy is always suspicious, fearing that he's going to go off, fearing that you're going to lose him, my lovely. He is not here to make you happy, whole and complete if you do not have your own love and respect and honor for yourself. Spirit always says relationships are like a recipe. Okay, relationships with anybody is like a recipe. You are the main ingredients. Other people are spices or seasoning to enhance your dish. Other people are here to enhance your life. You're the prize. Other people are just the bonus. Okay, so if your heart is choosing him, he's yours, but your ego is coming in big time and self-sabotaging this and overthinking and blowing this out of the water. Your person has to conform to the part you've given him in your thoughts. So where are your thoughts when you think about him? Are they lining up to, he is my loving, doting, loyal, faithful, beautiful, caring, affectionate man? Or he's an arse, he's up to something, he's just ignoring me, he's doing this and he's doing that, because he will play the part, whichever part you've given him. He loves you, he wants to be with you, but you've got some inner healing to do from either your past or this relationship if it's fallen apart before. Okay, whatever it is, you need to stop self-sabotaging, because you will cause a breakup. Okay, you will cause a breakup, or you will cause him to go if you're already together. You can get him back. If whatever you cause, you can reverse and you can change. Okay, so but you definitely need to work through some healing here and stop overthinking, because 2 and 2 is coming out as 5 in your world. He wants to be with you, but you're always looking for something to go wrong. You're always expecting the worst, Spirit is saying. Yes, you keep yourself in your own mental prison. Okay, you overthink things, you analyze things, you think the worst. So you're just stuck in a mental prison here. And you've got to free yourself from that. This is true love. He does love you, okay? You just need to shift the story you've written for him, the part you've given him in your movie. Okay. Melissa. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Right, in his energy, Melissa here. Okay, yes, you know, wondering, you know, wanting to meet up with you, wanting to talk to you, okay, wanting to see you. Okay, he has done some healing here. Okay, within his energy. When you start shifting your energy, you're healing your person as well. So again, you know, spirit is guiding him towards you. They've brought him back in, but I think you're going to really start to self-sabotage here, so be careful. Forewarned is forearmed. Okay, spirit is saying here, don't start making this hard work. Okay, don't start thinking thoughts of what if he goes into separation again, what if he does this, what if he thinks that, because your assumptions are what will create. Okay, don't start thinking, oh, what if he doesn't meet up with me, what if he pulls out, what if he does this, because your assumptions will create. Okay, don't sit there feeling miserable. Even if he does cancel, I'm not saying he will, but if you have been more drawn to thinking the worst instead of being positive, okay, then it doesn't mean it can't happen again. A lot of people give up when they don't see what they've been creating show up the first time. They think, oh, it didn't work. Okay, you are always creating. It just means that you hadn't embedded the new story enough. Okay, just take that leap of faith and trust. Okay, only pure thoughts, like snow when it first falls on the ground. It is beautiful and white. Okay, it's when it's driven over and walked in that it becomes slushy and nasty. Okay, pure thoughts. Of course you are first best. Of course you are irresistible, irreplaceable and unforgettable. Of course he only has eyes for me. Of course he wants to meet up with me. I'm the love of his life. He's crazy about me. He's head over heels about me. I'm all he thinks about. Okay, only have positive thoughts. Don't start self-sabotaging. And if the plans don't go as planned, don't worry about it. Doesn't mean anything. Remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. Just see it as I wasn't ready enough. Okay? And work more on your self-concept. Right. Right, okay. Right, Cece, can I check my energy update or message with Jake? I just want to keep myself in check to see if I'm okay. Oh, hang on. I know he is longing for me. Okay, well, don't do he's longing for me, because I long for pizza, but unless I order it, it's not going to be delivered. Okay, you're supposed to be doing affirmations that imply that you're already together. If you're saying he's longing for me or he loves me, but you're not giving him an action, then he could love you and long for you for the rest of his life. But you are not. Change that affirmation. Okay, it's not doing you any good, for one. So no, take it out. There are a million better ones that I've given already. Okay, He's head over heels in love with me. He's crazy for me. Okay, he only has eyes for me. He's only interested in me, invested in me. He knows with me is where he belongs, etc. Needs to be, wants to be. Yeah, he's yours, okay? Remember, what you desire is already yours. Accept it and expect it. The reason you do affirmations is because when we get a desire, okay, so let me give you an example. You're in no contact with your person, you desire them. Your heart is telling you, yes, this is unfinished business. I know that my person loves me because I love them, okay? But then ego comes in. No, you're not seeing it. He told you to drop off the face of the earth. He's happy with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's still mad at you from the last argument you had, whatever, okay? But if your heart desires it, it is there for you to have. So then the next step is, yes, I'm accepting that this is what I want because it feels right. So you've accepted it. So expect it. But in the meantime, you have to get familiar with it because it doesn't feel familiar at that point in time when you're in no contact or you're in separation or heartache. So getting familiar with it is doing affirmations, doing scripting, visualizing you being together. Okay, your affirmations, your visuals and scripting is to make you feel like the person who already has what you want. It's not bringing you what you want. It's making you feel like you're already Cece who is with Jake. It's already done. Okay, you don't need to figure anything out. You don't need to figure out how and when. It doesn't need to make sense. You just know it's yours. It's going to happen. You're expecting it, okay, because it's your desire to have. So he's yours, okay? And let's just check your energy. Oops. Yeah, keep seeing yourself in the end as a happy couple. Yeah, things are moving, okay? Things are moving and progressing. Just don't let your old emotions come in the way or get too emotional about it, okay? How can you keep looking for something you're supposed to already have? So make sure that you're not looking for it. You're not checking phone every day and you're not checking social media every day, okay? Just know it's done. Get on with your life as if you're already together. Okay, Coty, I did close readings, but I will do yours quickly. Okay. Right, Coty, this is yours. I told you your energy was in the wrong energy, so I'm not surprised that happened, my lovely. It had to. That was your assumption. You've been worrying and stressing if he had somebody else, so therefore, as per the law of assumption, he did. Okay? Or even if you were thinking, oh, what if I'm not good enough? What if he goes off with somebody else? It can work in all sorts of ways that we think, even if you didn't directly think that. I could tell from your energy, every reading I've done for you, your energy has been too needy and too clingy. Okay? Too much of a grasping energy. You haven't been in your self-concept at all. Even now asking that question, you know, does he regret it? And my lovely, he's playing the part you've given it. Yeah, too needy, too clingy. Okay, so I'm not surprised that you've gone into no contact. Doesn't mean that you can't have him. He's yours. If you desire him, you could. My lovely, I've had some clients that have taken 20 attempts of breaking up with their person and getting them back and breaking up and getting them back and breaking up and getting them back. Until you fix yourself and the story you're telling yourself, you're not going to see any changes in this connection. I will tell you that now. Hence the fact you haven't been seeing any changes. I'm on Coty's question. Right, okay, Coty, for you. Okay, your envy in his energy made things change. The changes happened because of your envy. He is telling you. Okay, remember I lock into people's higher selves, not their 3D selves. Okay, so his higher self is saying the changes happen because of your envy. What you thought he was hiding from you, what you've been thinking for weeks and months, had to play out. That is the law. What you assume will be true. So Spirit is saying you have to turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you, and you have to stop self-sabotaging. You're just getting stuck in your mental prison and self-sabotaging here, thinking the worst. So Spirit is saying we are going to bring him back to you, but in the meantime you have to work on your self-concept. If you do not, then drop this Aries and move on. He is yours to have, but if you keep self-sabotaging, you are going to take longer. If you cannot shift your energies, then you have to move on, because you're never going to change the story about him, and you're not going to work on your self-concept. So Spirit is saying there's union, it's written in the stars, but you keep self-sabotaging this with your insecurities and your fears and your doubts. You are not in your self-concept. When you're in your self-concept, you are unshakable. You know that you are the most beautiful person on this planet. You know that you are unique and special, and you know that you are beautiful and a goddess. You know that you are irresistible, irreplaceable, but you're not. You're always thinking the worst. Okay? Hence, shit happened. So, Spirit is going to bring him back because he is the person you desire. So for God's sake, in this time whilst you're apart, listen to self-concept affirmations. Do self-concept affirmations. Why envy? What's envy? Jealousy. You just said I finished with him because he was with somebody else. He did something with a girl. Okay? Okay. Donna, can you check the energies between me and M, the Cancer? Right, Donna, this is yours, my lovely. Can you just confirm that you've heard that so that we can do your question? Nathan, I don't answer any health questions. Are you in no contact, Donna? Donna, are you in no contact? Okay. Because Spirit is saying here, he is thinking about you. He is doing a lot of reflecting and thinking here. Okay. But in your energy is, we're not together. I'm on my own. This hurts. Okay. So your energy is not in the right energy to bringing him back energetically, because we are all spiritual beings. We are all connected by energy. Okay, so your energy is keeping him away from you instead of bringing you forward. Okay, you've been working on your self-contact, but you're still focusing on the old story. Okay, you're still focusing on the old story. So even when you're working on your self-concept, working on your self-concept can take quite a while, because you're literally killing off your old self. Okay, it's a bit like learning. It's getting my self-concept reminded me a bit of when I learned to drive. Okay, it took a while to I was going through the motions, saying the affirmations and that, but it never really clicked. And then one day it just suddenly clicked and I knew I'd got it. Okay, I felt totally different, totally unshakable, totally unstoppable, totally in my power, knowing that I'm good enough and really, really loving myself. Okay, so I think you still dwell in the old story as well here. So he is still in hermit mode. Okay, he is thinking about you. He has no choice. If you're thinking about somebody, they're thinking about you. Okay, but with this card, it's showing me that your energy is still not lined up to where it needs to be. So what are your thoughts about him? Okay, what are you thinking about him? What are your main thoughts throughout the day? When's he going to come forward? Well, why do you keep looking for something you're supposed to already have? You're supposed to be seeing yourself in the relationship. So things are turning, but very slowly, because you've got too many emotions still and old thoughts still coming in here. It will take time, okay? It takes time for some people. I don't want to impose that as a limited belief. This is going to take time. It doesn't have to. What you want is already there. If you desire your person, it's already done. Okay, but You still got some old story and some old thoughts and feelings that are not lining up with what you want. Okay, so it's the mix, don't mix. It slows things down, that's all. So keep going. Okay, keep doing your self-concept, remembering when you think of him, what are you thinking? If it's anything other than we are a loving couple, we are a perfect couple, we are happy and blissful together, we are a perfect match, he is head over heels in love with me and everything I've said before, okay, then that has to go. Excuse me. Right, ZK, how should I leave my current job on a good note? Just see what Spirit says about this. I don't really know what to say about that. Okay, what advice do you have for ZK about leaving her current job? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Spirit is saying here, look, you're overthinking this too much. You know that you want to leave. So in your head, in your outcome, you've left. Okay. And as you choose your outcome, Spirit is saying, well, of course, they give you everything that you want. They pay you up to date. They give you a beautiful reference. They're quite happy that you've moved on. Okay, because they have somebody else perfect lined up to fill your job. Okay, you're the one giving a meaning to it. You're the one attaching all the fears and the doubts and the arguments that you're having. That's ego. Okay, if it was me, knowing what I know about the law of assumption, that which I am assuming to be true, I always go to the end, the outcome I want, because we live in a multiverse, okay, where all possible outcomes exist. There are versions of us that has what we want. So Spirit is saying, stop overthinking this, okay? You're leaving anyway, so just have your ending, that they are perfectly fine, okay? And that he's going to give you. Because you're holding that in place, so change it. You're reacting to the cold shoulder. Excuse me, this is my reality. My conscious awareness. Nobody has power over me and my reality. So no, you're going to be perfectly amicable. My boss is so amicable. He paid me all my money up to date, gave me everything I was owed, and we left on good terms. And I had a glowing reference. Thank you very much. You're in control of your reality. Choose the outcome you want. Your boss has no power over you unless you give him power. And that's what Spirit's telling you, because you're a spiritual being, okay? If you keep thinking he's giving me the cold shoulder, then my lovely, he's going to give you the cold shoulder and give you the evil eye every time you walk past him. You don't act like nothing is wrong. You just... Well, you do, okay, don't let it affect you, but also in your thoughts, every time you see him, you can't think, oh, there he is giving me the cold shoulder, he's being an arse, I'm not going to get what I want. No, you hold your head high, okay, thousands and millions of people leave jobs, you're not the first and you won't be the last, okay, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. So instead of giving it the meaning of he's got wind of me leaving and now he's giving me the cold shoulder, no. Everyone is me pushed out. He has no choice but to conform to what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking he is totally amicable with this. He is quite willing to give me my paid, everything I'm owed, and a glowing reference. Thank you very much. He's wishing me the best of luck in my new job. Right, okay. Right, there are loads of you asking new questions, but I'm really getting tired now. I have been on here for over 2 hours and answered quite a few questions. So I will be back on tomorrow night. It will be paid readings only tomorrow night because I do a free session on Instagram. But that is only limited, okay? I literally do an hour tops, hour and a half on Instagram. So if you all think, right, let's all jump over to Instagram for questions, I am limited time on there. Wednesday will be the next free reading session, so do pop along then. I'm sorry, I just feel really drained, really tired. Okay, my eyes are really, it is late here in the UK as well. So sorry if I haven't answered your questions, my lovely. I haven't ignored them. It's just that I didn't have time to see them all and answer them all. Please come and join in again in the next free session, which will be Wednesday, or you can get a guaranteed paid reading tomorrow evening and Thursday evening. I will leave this with you. Thank you, Addison. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you all. Love and light.